Canada promotes itself, this government especially, as a government that supports an international rules-based order. But you can look no further to the South Africa case at the ICJ, where the Prime Minister said they respect the court but not the ruling. Canada's inaction or lack of inaction, what do you think that says to our reputation that we hold dear here, that we are a country that respects the United Nations, respects international law? How does this event, what's happening in Israel and Palestine, speak to our beliefs?
I can tell you I think I made it clear in French and English what I think. I think that this is not coherent. There is a lot. Let's be very honest. You cannot say that you are in favor. You recognize the primacy of international law and then violate international law in the meantime. You cannot say that you recognize the primacy of the International Court of Justice and then you depart from the application of the principles that have been dictated by that court. There is incoherence, and that incoherence has a name, is lack of compliance. Now, how does this affect Canada's reputation? Look, I think that the world is much more articulated in its capacity of seeing and understanding also the nuances. First of all, something that, I live in an Arab country and I travel a lot across Arab countries. And there is so much admiration for the young people and the universities who have mobilized in this country in solidarity with the Palestinian people. And this includes, in this country, like in the United States, a substantive Jewish component. This is so important, so fundamental, because in a way, it's building a bridge that has been broken many decades ago between the Jewish people and the Arab people. This is immense. And so people differentiate the political level from the people in general. I also think that the media in this country as well, like not different from the rest of the West, have not been very diligent or led by ethical principles in reporting what was happening in Palestine before October 7, on October 7 and after. So probably there is large part of the Canadian people who don't even know what kind of inferno Gaza has been turned into. Women unable to find the basics, from running water, of course everyone, but as a woman, I would like people to empathize, to realize what it means having an entire family exterminated, not having hospitals anymore, all the universities destroyed, the 300 schools destroyed, all the UN buildings standing, 70% have been severely damaged and cannot be used. Gaza has been turned into rubble. Is it a war? No, it's not a war. Israel has predicated this genocide on the killing of terrorists, when the entire civilian population in Gaza has been qualified as terrorists, including the elderly, including the children, 17,000 children, that if I told you bunnies, there would be better reaction. But because they are Arab, we don't empathize. This speaks to our racists. And I say that as a European, I see that in us. And let's take this opportunity to do better, to recognize what doesn't work in our societies. And may this be the last genocide in history. This is where we are today. And Canada is still seen as part of the old settler colonial bloc. I'm sorry.